Well, hello friends and welcome back. It's Angela, and if you're new to the channel, I enjoy doing paper crafting, DIY projects. I love to thrift for vintage treasures and all sorts of other things. And today we are going to kick off something I talked about in the 2022 chat recap and 2023 goals video. And it is going to be, I'm going to use the hashtag Template Tuesday, and I'm going to plan on doing these on Tuesday just because it sounds good. But every week will be different, and it's kind of a mass make and using some of the templates that I have, as well as some other resources that you might also want to consider yourself. So, let me start by saying I am at the acreage. I know this lighting is horrible. And I do not have my list of shout outs with me. So I'm just going to tell you all how much I appreciate you and thank you. So what we're going to do is in my craft studio, I have right now, I think I have 26 of my own templates and a box very similar to this. So let me show you what this box is. And I have to, because of my setup. So a couple of years ago at that Iowa yard sale across the part of the state, I picked up, it's a huge box, and inside of the box are 4 of these boxes. And they are by, let's see. So if you ever find one of these, that is awesome. It is by Creating Keepsakes. And specifically, Lisa Burnson is the creator of this. Now, sorry, Lisa, but this must not have been a very popular product because I found one of these, all 4, all filled with everything that you're seeing. So this is all of the list of items that are in here. And then this is if you were to create this binder. So each one has either, like this one is attached to it. The other 3 are albums that are in there. And this is what all of the directions to create the pages within this specific journal. So it comes with, looks like it must have some rub-on. So let's just open it up and see. Yep, here they are right here. So it comes with each of the 4 mini boxes, which are pretty large, come with embellishment. So this was called the year in review. So it's got numbers, letters. We might keep these out to use actually. And then it's got 8x8 papers, and those 8x8 papers, well, and then it's got the rub-ons right here. Put those over here too. And the stick. And then those 8x8 pieces are each coordinating with the page layout that they have. So my thought was this. I bought this one, and then about a month or 2 ago, probably in October, I was at one of my favorite thrift shops in Omaha, I think. No, it was a new one. And I saw another one of these, and I just saw the outside the box. It looked familiar, so I went to pick it up, and sure enough, it was indeed a full entire kit, which led me to the idea of let's do some templates, because it would be a waste to just get rid of all of these pages, which is what I intended to do, was like re-gift them, resell them. But I thought, well, if somebody gets this stuff, they're not really going to know what to do. I mean, you can always use paper, right? But I thought this would be cool to help those of you who are new do a couple of things. One, create some templates of your own. So you have an idea book and you can create an idea book. And then to use things like scrapbook paper or scrapbook layouts that you may have in a different way. If that's not something you do anymore, and I never really did 8x8 albums. I always did full-size 12x12s. Let's figure out how we can use these in different ways. And in doing so, we'll kind of create a mass make. So in addition to all the directions, in addition to all of the contents, in addition to the paper, which I'm going to turn it, these are the pages we're going to use today. There are also these individual little pieces that coordinate with each page layout. So they say page 8 and 9. So I just grabbed a couple out, and we're going to work from some of these from each one of the kits throughout the year on our Tuesdays, in addition to some of mine. And the goal is for you to create your own idea books using some of these templates that I share with you throughout the year. And then I think what I'm going to do, because the other one I emptied and I use it for my ephemera, which I showed on my craft tour. But I think for this one, what I'm going to do is, I have two giant, you like this? Washington crossing the Delaware. I know. This apparently used to be Dave's placemat. I didn't know that when I started using it, but he did say, it's fine, you can get ink on. So I'm going to set this aside. But the other thing that I'm going to do is for all of the new things that we create, I am going to put them into each of those sleeves for each of the albums. And then I'll have my ideas for all of these projects in there as well. So it's kind of a little storage and or craft along. Excellent for beginners, excellent for people who have been doing this for a long time and want some new ideas. So here's what was in that this first kit. I've opened up part of it. So there are 3 brads. There are 3 of these. This says vacations, ups and downs, and summer. Not really going to use these for what they're intended with those words on them, but we'll figure out something. I did pull out, there's another piece of ribbon, and I punched this because I wanted to try something. My thought was I could punch another piece of paper from our scraps and then cover it there and then make it beautiful. So then I have the 2 pieces of 8x8 that are here that coincide with those 2 pages that are there, page 12 and page 13. So this is page 12. You'll see it has 3 little holes in the bottom of it. And then this, I'm going to measure these for you. I'm going to move this out of the way so it's not, you know, George and his buddies. Row, row, row your boat. I'm going to give you the dimensions of each one of the pieces that are in here. So if you want to create this, you can do this as well. I think this is going to be really fun. I know it's going to be fun for me, but I hope it's fun for you too. Okay, so this one is, the first one that we're going to use is 2 inches. I just gave Ruby a bone. I'm at the acreage, and so I'm hoping that she'll settle down, but right now she's going back and forth, so by 5. Okay, first one. Hi, I know, I said your name and I shouldn't have. 2 by 5, okay? The second piece is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. I'm pausing so you guys can note that, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. The next one is 3 1/4 by 4. The next one, which apparently I think I'm going to use this as a belly band, I don't know that to be true yet, is 7 1/2 by 2 1/2. 7 1/2 by 2 1/2. This one has the 3 holes punched in the bottom. It's supposed to coincide with those, and that is why we have those 3 brads. So just so you know, you don't have to punch the holes in because you might not want to use it that way. This is 5 1/2 by 4. 5 1/2 by 4. And then we have 2 tags, so that's what I'm calling them as tags. 7 by 3 1/2. And another one, which is 7 1/2 by 4. Okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, 2 sheets of 8 by 8. Okay? And just because I better put this back up. Here's what I'm going to do. And then we have the 2 pieces of ribbon. The ribbon, these that were in there, I didn't really measure. looks like 4 inches. Yep, 4 inches and then 11. So 4 and 11, and then those 3 little brads, and then 3 circular objects. Okay, so that's everything that we're going to be playing with today. And because I know that obviously you guys probably don't have these kits on hand, I'm going to turn this over and maybe that will be, but if you want to read about Washington crossing the Delaware, you certainly can. Oh, and by the way, my husband's wrong. This was Gary's, his brother. So what I then did is I grabbed a bunch of different pieces of ephemera I thought I would use for these, okay? But because all of you probably don't have these kits, I went ahead and made the exact kit with everything that I have, which isn't much, but exact sizes. A couple of these are a little bit bigger, with coordinating scraps that I had here. And I just cut them down to this exact size here. And I did that with 2 of them. So this is one and this is the other. Okay, so we have 2 of those to make. And then I grabbed a bunch of extra embellishments. And then these are all the extra. And I only have these obviously from this one and the other one that I cut out. So if we have time, we'll kind of play around with those and see what we can do. All right. Okay. Now I have to put this up here quite a ways. We're just going to lay these 2 8x8s here for a second. And I am going to, my thought was, let's put these aside with our embellishments and these little guys aside. Because I don't really know what we're going to do. I hate that glare. I'm so sorry. And it's the only way where my... Okay, stop complaining about it. There's nothing you can do, Angela. I know you guys will give me grace, and you understand. The last time I was here, I brought my the camera setup that I use for my live sales for one of my angles, and I couldn't get the light to go on because I thought, well, that would be helpful. And then the next time I came back, it actually worked, and then I took it back home. So there we go. These we're going to actually keep as, I think we'll use these as tags. And what I thought we would do is use this as the base. We'll put this inside there. And then we have this piece here. It's a little itsy bit bigger than this page. So this was the one that was, it's 4 by 3 1/4. And then this is our biggest tag, our 7 1/2 by 4. So all we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and give it a thumb notch. And my thought was I'll create one and that will be my template. That will go into my, one of those albums. Now this glue, I do not have the silver tip on because again, I'm here and not there. So this should be interesting to see how this works. I'm just going to glue this down and then I'll cut it, trim it, because I'm not sure exactly where I want this. But my thought was just slap this bad boy on here. I'll come back and trim because I just have to trim off this edge. We'll leave this rounded. The work's already done for us, right? And then what if we use this and then make a belly band on here just to add some color to it? I think that's good. I think it will be. And just to make this easy so I keep it, I know you can't see this very well. I'm like, there is nowhere further I can go because it's the end of the desk and it's got like shelves in it. So I'm kind of limited. Let's see if I can pull this up just a little bit. And then we'll put that right here. Oh, now she's eating. You guys can probably hear that all the way in here. She's a very loud eater. Okay. So essentially, this is done. This will be our template. And I may have to corner around this, but I think going to be okay. I know this is horrible. Bear with me. Just cut that off. All right, so we have our first template done. And the goal of this, while it will be hard for me to control myself because that's why I kept all the scraps. The goal is to actually create templates and have a mass make. Okay, so we can probably take off this word that says tag. And the other thing is, what I like to do when I can is create things like something to go on the page. So there we go. Now we have that. And I don't know. Let's look at where are my directions? Let's see what they did with those ribbons. Just because I'm curious. Uh-oh. Oh, they used one for one of the tags, and then they wrapped it around the belly band. Well, that works. And then this one, they stapled it on what was this as the ribbon, the small one. So we'll see how we decide to use it. We could, let's just do this. Let's just put this one here. Now remember, they don't have anything on them at the moment. And I do have those 8x8 pieces as well. There we go. Now I could put a piece in there, which I might do. All right, so our template's done. Now, my idea, have one for my idea book, and then make 2 extra ones so that we can do something, actually use them in a journal. So now let's concentrate on this big guy. So I'm going to embrace the fact that we have this. And I'm just going to, I think I'm going to make this into a top pocket. So I'm going to, again, this time I'll use my larger punch. And then let's just get these 3 brads out. They gave them to us, so let's use them. And my thought was we can make a giant tag because, as you guys know, oh, there's 4 in here. That other one must have gone with, I'm guessing, with this extra hole. I think that's where it's supposed to go. I don't know if I'm going to use it there, but maybe. So let's just, oh no, I got to glue it first. Goodness. Let's just do this. So yeah, my challenge will be sticking to, like, let's make a template. Let's call it good. And stay on task and make 3 of them instead of going, ooh, well, we could do this, or we could do that. Because that's my normal. Okay, so I'm just lining up those holes. And then you could actually, if you wanted to make it with eyelets, you could do that. We're just going to stick. I'm going to do, so I have 3 blue and an orange. I didn't realize we had. Okay, and then I'm just going to turn it over. And we're going to use my nails as a tool today. Not probably the best idea, but that's what we're doing. And then we're going to cut off the other end because now we'll have, doesn't matter. I don't need to have these the right way. No one's going to see them. But they're there. You know what I'm going to do? Let's see if I have, do I have medical tape here? Because I'm thinking if I decide that I want to make that into a pocket, I do, down the road, that I don't want things to get caught on them. So let's just cover them up. So if something's sliding in there, they don't get caught on those. I could have turned them the other way, but still I would have put this over that. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got our basic piece. Now I need my trimmer. And I'm just going to trim off, yeah, about, what is that, about a 1/2 inch? Let's look here. And then we'll have, there. Then we'll have this piece. It's going to be my giant tag because I do full-size books a lot. And binder, mostly binders. So now this is our scrap that we can use for something else. Okay. So now I am going to turn this into a tag. I'm trying to ignore the DOG. My son had a friend who had a dog whose name was DOG. D-O-G. Spelled D-O-G. Isn't that awesome? D-O-G. All right, and then I have a cool, you know, the kind of like the clothing store tag at home, which I think will make it better. I'm not inking it, not doing anything. This is our template. We have a huge oversized tag. We even have this that we can stick inside of it. We have it with a belly band. We now have 2 items that we can use. Now we have this piece of paper. And since I said this about the belly band, this wasn't my original idea. Oh, that's what I was going to do, but maybe not. I was going to stick that on there too as another pocket. Meh. Let's just do this. Let's fold this in half. And you guys have probably seen me do this tag many times. We're going to make it into a tag. We're going to leave this open for a pocket. And then we can put I don't know what we're going to do with that yet. We'll decide. But we now have this that would fit on top. We also have this that we could do like a pocket, tag, double belly band. However, let's erase my little note here. Very simple. And this is a good one. It's just plain colors, so we can use that as the one that goes into our idea book and not feel a bit bad about using our stuff. But we might decorate it. I don't know. So then this one, let's do right here. I'm just going to cut it with my scissors. Now, if we need this to use for one of those circles, we have it. And then corner rounder. I'm moving. Oh, no, that doesn't sound good. Okay, Sam is up, so hopefully she doesn't start barking and want to play with him. Because then it's going to get loud in here, friends. She's been really, really good. And, you know, Dave was in Iowa with me when he was recovering from all his aches and pains and doing his physical therapy. And so she was not there because I just couldn't do it. I was like, I can't manage him and the dog. But she has been very good with, you know, Sam's still living at home, so he's kind of in charge of her, and she still barks at strangers and does not like men, but other than that, you know, she's still a puppy, I guess, but she's getting better. Her shoe, I don't know if it is the fact that now I'm just gluing this right across there and right across here, so we still have our pocket. And I think what I will do on this one is go ahead and punch the back side. So at least we know that we use that as a pocket, just as a reminder. But all in all, she's been pretty good. Okay, Angela, you need a wipe, but I don't have one. Okay. Let's put this all on here before we punch our hole in the top. Comes out a lot faster and a lot thicker than it does when you have that fine point on it, doesn't it? Okay, so now we have a belly band and we have another belly band. So yeah, if you are someone like me who I mean, I still have things ready to scrapbook because I have all my kids' stuff that I need to do. And that's really, the traveling crafter stuff, that's really what I should be taking on the road. But I get pretty creative with those, and then I want to do like all kinds of die cuts and all kinds of other things. And so sometimes that's not, you know, I can only get it to a certain point, and then I'd have to bring it home, and then would I? I don't know, because then I'd get back in my craft room, and, you know, oh, the troubles. Oh, the challenges. First world problems. That was horrible. All right, but that'll work. Okay, so we have a pocket, tag. We have another tag. And this could be a pocket. We could put, you know what, let's just put the Brad in there and call it. Why not? We got it. So we've made 3 pieces. Now, who's to say you couldn't cut all of these up and make something entirely different out of it? You could. And there may be some that we're going to exercise. Oh, I didn't use this. Well, this is kind of boring on the back. Should we use it here? Of course we should. Then there's still some writing space, and we have another pocket. You know, so paper is paper. You can do whatever you want with it. But, you know, if you're looking to build your stash, if you're very new to junk journaling, or you're like me and you've used up a lot of what you have, it's nice to have things in light colors. Like, this all goes together so we can, you know, use it for whatever we want. It works out well. Oh, we also have that dingly dangly, which I didn't like. So what if we make, what does this look like on the back? Me. It's kind of boring color. And I don't have anything really, well, we could use one of those rub-ons. Let's do that. Let's look at it before we glue it on there. Let's see if there's something else that would be fun to put on there. I can already tell. Not really. Those are just like months, years, hot, cold, rain, snow. I could write something on there. I think I'm just going to wait. Save those for something else, you know? Why mess with it? I don't have to have everything on there. Now, the problem is, this does this have a hole in it? And do I have a little hole punch? I don't think I brought, oh, I did. Look at me. What I'd like to do, we'll cover that up, even though that's ugly. It's fine. We'll make it beautiful. Stick that in the middle, and I'm probably going to have to punch it again. Give that a second to dry. We're going to go ahead and put this on, and I'm going to hope that I have a bulb pin. I think I might, if I scrounge around in here. So it is actually, we drove over, well, you're watching, I'm recording this way before, I think it's January 3rd that this will air. But, oh, I do, look at that. But it's going to get noisy for a sec. We drove over, we were both awake at like 5 o'clock. So we drove over here at 5, left at 5:30, and I dropped Dave off at the office. And as soon as I started driving towards the acreage, hold on, I'm just going to grab a couple more of these out. I see them down there. I just can't get my little flanges on them. It started snowing. And I was like, huh, I had no idea that it was supposed to snow. But it did. All right, these, I don't know what we're going to do with. Maybe we could use them for a closure on something or something else. Or, you know, we could put something over it and we could just stick it on there. Because if this is going to be our template, fine. we'll just do it so it can be a little tuck. It doesn't matter what it says on it. And if we decide that if I decide I want to use that one, then I can use it for, I can cover it up while it's on there. We'll do the same thing here. All I did is just glue one little side of it so we could tuck something in there. Let that dry. All right, now I needed to re-punchy. And then we'll put this on here. Now we've used all of our circles. So that's our template. We stick it into our idea book, and then we're like, oh, look, I can make this set and use it in something. Or we put it into our stash, and we've got tags and pockets and all kinds of goodness to use in our journals. There we go. Lovely. There we go. I think that's dry. Just want to make sure I don't have any. And then we'll tuck this in here. This can be a big tag, but it can be a pocket, or it could be a journal card. And then we could put that behind it, and we've got a whole page that we can use on our layout. Okay, let's make another one just like the other one. Go, team, go. Wow, where did that come from? I don't even know. And then if we have time, we'll go back and we'll maybe, I don't know if I want to decorate that one, because if I'm going to use it in my, why waste the stuff, you know? Okay, so I have bulb pin. I got these little tags I happen to have here. We got our 2 pieces of ribbon. I got, oh, there's 3. I used these little flower ones. I thought those were cute. And then I punched this one that was a little bit bigger. These, like, that would work inside. We don't have to really do anything with these, but I do have them because that would be cute to put on the tag too. Maybe we'll put both of those on there. And then I have those 2 extra ones. I just wanted to do it like the one we just did. So let's see. Let's do this one. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, George. Okay. I think these are all of our pieces. These are our extras. All right. Now, we do not have the big piece like we did that other one. So hang on, Sloopy. So we have to adjust a little bit. And I don't have, well, maybe. Will this one work? About. Okay, well, we're going for it. All right, so here we go. Now I got to figure out which pieces are which. All right, so this is going to be our base. That's going to be our tag. So then we have, ooh, but that's going to be on top of there. I'm okay with that. And then we'll have, this is one tag. This is another tag. So there's our 2 tags. We have, this was our belly band before, which we don't have an extra piece of paper. So why didn't I get paper? I don't know. Because I didn't have any that matched. That's why. All right, we'll decide what to do with this one. This one was, that was the orange piece. And it was on this one. So which one goes with this? Okay, that's not bad. And I think I like this one kind of square. So then this one went on that, which really doesn't match at all. So this one might have to be a little bit different. Because that looks horrible. Well, let's just do this. If we have extra pieces left over, fine. We'll just go with it. And I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to punch the hole here. Like I said, I'm using what I have. And that isn't a whole lot here, so. But we know we have our one true template right here. And no one said you can't adjust. Okay. So that's there. This is going to be a tag. Let's just go ahead and punch a hole in it so we know. And for this one, let's make them like this. I mean, the work was already done for us on the other one, but let's make this into a tag. And we can do, whoa, do the same with the other one. Okay, there's that one. And then this one went in there, and we didn't have anything on it at first, but we may. I do like the idea of that pocket. Side pocket and the fold over tags. But like I said, I didn't have any paper that coordinated. Oh, that's a little one. Let's just do this big. All right. This is going to go inside of here. Perhaps. Let's make sure I didn't. Oh, yeah, I'm good. What's the problem? Hang on, guys. Oh, I know what the problem is. It's that glue. Because it's not as thin a... Hang on, I know this is off camera. I'm just trying to get a little tiny bit of glue out. That's annoying. Hang on, I'm just cutting a piece off of here. Oh my goodness. So what do you do when it doesn't fit? You just make it smaller. There we go. All right, that one is sort of done. Sort of done-ish, okay? Now I have a couple extra little pieces here that we can play with. So this is supposed to be that. And really nothing else goes. I mean, that doesn't really look very nice with it. Should we just embrace it and then maybe use this to kind of... No, because that looks horrible. All right, we're just going to do it. Somebody's got the itchies. Okay, so let's see. I'm just trying to decide. I like it better this way. Let's glue this one down. So what's everyone been up to during the new year? Anything exciting? Did I glue that down here? I think I did. All right, well, let's put our flowers in. Those are tiny little holes in there. Hopefully it will work. It does. Now with some embellishments, it'll be fine. How much time am I at? Gee, mini Christmas. I'm already at 40 minutes. I'm not even going to get to decorate these. Now, I'm telling you, you could do these in a very quick minute if you weren't gabbing like I am. Oh, that just bent terribly. All right, tape. Where'd you go? JIC. I got glue on that. All right, let's go ahead and pop this together. And we can save that extra piece that we had for a belly band to actually put on another page. Since we don't have, we could put it on the back of the tag, but I don't think I really want to do that. However, we got some other pieces to play with. All right, so we have this and we have this. We have this back part. So we could use this as a belly band. Let's just do that. It fits perf. So it's a little different than our template, but sometimes we just have to flex, and that is the way the cookie crumbles. If you had crumble cookies, I'm curious to see what you think. Not a fan. You know, I had to take Demi and her friends when we were at a softball tournament before we had one out in Iowa. And now we do. But and we were in Chicago. And so they had to go. So we went. And, I mean, we bought so many. Well, my mom and dad were there. And so I think we bought a dozen cookies. Ridiculous. They're not cheap either. And I'm just lighting those up to sear them. Anytime I use grosgrain ribbon, and lots of other ribbons too, but definitely grosgrain, I always try to sear it on the ends. Keep it from fraying. If you have fray check, you can use that too. I have some, never used it. I'm just going to be truthful. Okay, that goes in here. That's super cute. We do have these little pieces. We also have this guy, and I'm thinking that we need to put, let's just put them all on there. So we'll do this one, we'll do this one. And then, yes, I could probably just punch a hole through with the pin, but that one, and then we'll put it right on that tag. Done. And we do have three little scraps that we're just going to put over here in the create some clusters with, okay? So 2 down. All right, now we only got 2 pieces out of that, or 3 pieces out of that, whereas we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So let's just do one more. I think we can whip these out quickly. No decorating is going to be happening though, so I'm sorry about that. But I'll finish them up, and then you'll see the finished product on the thumbnail. How about that? All right, there's those 3. And these are our extras, which we used this one, didn't we? Well, as long as we're switching stuff up, let's grab this one out too. we'll see what we can do with that. Okay. This one we're setting aside for the time being, although we could use this. Hold for a moment. And this. Where's that other long one? This one. And do the same thing. It's just not going to be a pocket. Done. Okay? And then we've got these two for our tags. This big one went on that one, so we'll use that one here. And then we have that one, and I think we should cut this one down just a smidgy and put that there. Yes. And then we're using all of our pieces. Okay. All right, we're going to glue on. We're going to go to town quickly. Boom. So yeah, anyway, it's been snowing, and I'm looking. Yep, it's still, well, see, it's hard to tell out here if it's snowing or if it's coming off the trees. I'm pretty sure it's snowing. Okay, we got that one. We'll let that dry. We're going to do our, look at me taking chances over here, doing 2 at a time. Crazy. I'm trying to be quick. Bada bing, bada boom. Hole punch. Small ribbon. That's one thing I do have. I do have several types of ribbon here. Because I have so much of it, I brought a bunch over when one of my cleaning extravaganzas. All right, I'm not going to put that in there until it's dry. This. See what I'm saying? You can go really fast. Make these. Come on. Oh, can you... Oh, I have one of those. Oh, what do they call them? Woodwick candles. And it's right up here. And I was like, what is that noise? You know, that's what it was. Okay, let's glue this together. This will be, it's not quite as big as the other tag, but that was dumb. Oh well. I'm doing this because I'm going to have to cut it off. And I want to make sure I can do that quick. But yeah, you can hear it. It smells like, or it smells, it sounds like a crackling fire. That's what I need to do, is light a fire. That would be awesome. Okay, well, that's drying. Let's glue this one together. Belly band it up. First, we're going to tag it. And, you know, when you're doing these, as you're cutting them out, you could, I mean, I didn't because I wanted you guys to, I wanted to do this along with you. And why did I do that? I don't know. that's still going to be okay. And then let's do this one. I like it in the middle. But yeah, you could just, you know, as you cut out each piece, and if you know what you're, and you can do this with anything, just, you know, take those pieces, decide what you want them to look like, and it's done. All right, let me stick this in here. I'm not going to do that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut this down. Quick like a bunny yabbit. Over the garbage. I got a whole bunch of little scrappies over here. Our office has, and I think we used everything. That should go in there, but I need to wiggle it around. And then we have this additional tag that I need to add something there. But what we could do is just add them on this. So let's do it. And I don't know. There we go. I mean, I could add these. I could put them on different ones too, you know. So we have more little danglies. I could add some beads, which I don't have here. But now I've got like 3 sets, well, but 2 really, because one's going in the template box that I can use on some of my journals. So, oh, hang on, I'm gonna put that through there. So that all goes together. I have 1, 2, 3 pieces there. I have this 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces here. And then our last one where we have 1, 3 pieces here. So beautiful. Now it's a matter of decorating, which, you know what? I may, because I'm on a roll and it's quiet here and the DOG is being good, I think I might just hop off and then give you a little bonus and we'll just decorate together. And I don't know, we'll find something to chat about. So until next time, friends, thank you for indulging me on our first Template Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this is not ideal, but I hope that you at least got the idea and will join me again when I'm back in the studio and can do all kinds of other fun stuff. So until then, remember, as always, to take time to just be, and we will see you soon. Cheers.